Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I hope you guys are all having a very good evening and you are prepared for a nice, relaxed weekend. I want to just start by thanking you very, very much for all your beautiful comments and all the lovely words you send my way. It just makes my day, and it really gets me excited to make these videos and bring you these messages, because so many of them are just, they're like life-changing. The stuff I hear, and when I follow my own messages that I hear from my guides and from Jake Ducey and all those guys out there that are all light workers and helping and realizing what I want is on the way, and so is yours. So I thought I'd do a topic tonight that says, is your fantasy coming true? Is your fantasy happening? Because I always think of everything in the present tense. It gives it that energy, you know what I mean? Is it occurring? And I always write down everything as if it already is, because again, with the way the energy and everything works, it's our mind doesn't know the difference between fact or fiction. So if we're living in the reality we want in love with anticipation, knowing those things that are, everything is within our grasp, we're joyful, we're elevated, we start to vibrate at a really high frequency, because it's all about love and achieving and receiving and all those things that are great that we deserve and we know are out there. Again, it's also about recalibrating our brain and knowing hell, it doesn't take great courage to just expect good things, right? For them to land in our lap, to know that we're here for a reason. We're not here for strife and worry and misery and earthquakes and fires and death. We're here to experience life and the life force and angelic forces and each other and each other's energies, right? And a lot of that is our dreams, that I call dreams fantasies pretty much, because our fantasies are our wildest dreams, and that's what we want to expect. We want to expect our wildest dreams coming true. So are our fantasies coming true? Are our fantasies on the way? We're going to start. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pick a card choices. Number 1 is exchanging gifts. Number 2 is blessed. Number 3 is loyal heart. And number 4 is the fates. And I'm going to read each one from the Oracle book too, because I just love the messages in these. Again, remember, fantasy is simply our wildest dreams. Why shouldn't they come true? Why should we see people in penthouses looking out over cities? And it's not necessarily the view, the money, the trips, all that stuff. It's in what you have as your internal dialogue. I mean, I pity the fool that has millions and billions, and I've seen this before, where they have no self-esteem, but they have piles of money, so they're buying people as friends. They're buying situations that think they fulfill them. They're shopping all the time. They're just acquiring things. They're filling warehouses and airport terminals with just stuff, because they think that they need to acquire to be desired or be lovable. You know what I mean? I've never felt that oh, if I'm garnished in gold and silver, I'm more appealing. I feel like if your heart is pure, that's what makes you appealing for sure, right? I mean, I made contact with this man. He was the most genuine, beautiful soul I'd seen in a long time. He parks his buns over near the exit, and he just holds up a sign that says, I'm out of work. And he calls me Daisy. And I would bring him fresh fruit from work every day on my way home. I'd just pop it out the window, and he'd say, "Hey, Daisy." And I'd say, "Hey." And I was like, "What are you reading today?" Because he was a prolific reader, and he was really lovely. And it's like souls like that. They're free. You know what I mean? They want to be off the grid. They choose to be that way, and that's fine. And I just loved him. And it's funny because he goes, "It's so funny, Daisy, that I'm reading The Great Gatsby today. It's all about you." And we'd laugh, and I'd be like, "Eat your strawberries. You need your vitamin C's. You're looking a little papery." We'd just laugh, and we'd have like 2 minutes of interaction at this light. But it was great. It was exchanging gifts, and it was beautiful. And I loved spending that couple of minutes with him. So the essential meaning is the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. The Oracle's message is you're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. In order to honor them, you must put in the time and exchange your experience or skills and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in the dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not time to just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the values others bring into your life. 100%. Again, right? We're choosing our tribe. We want a supportive tribe, right? If we're attracting in our fantasies health, wealth, love, all those things, we have to realize we're born to create. We're not just born to do. We're not just born to make money, right? We're embracing the new. We're vigilant of who we have in our arena. We're staying strong. We're letting go of the old for sure, right? It's our energy, and it'll fluctuate. So we're going to honor that. When we're tired, we'll rest. When we have energy and creativity to burn, we'll burn it. But until then, we're going to take it easy. So here's a message for you too. Love this. We are all connected, 100%. Again, in this message, it just lets us know there's so many subdivisions of life politically, geographically, all these things where people don't feel connected through beliefs or whatever, and everything's put in boxes. But people that are moving into spirituality and higher learning, they realize we are all connected. A does meet B, meets C, meets D, all those things. You know what I mean? And because we're all connected, we also have to engage in cord cutting and letting go of people and saying sayonara, that things aren't always helpful. We know those people that need a bing, bang, bong, bye, bitch, right? We know those people. They'll take and take and take and take and take. They'll complain and complain and complain. And we're like, thank you very much for your time. I opt out of this relationship. I honor my time and myself. And there's too many fantastic opportunities to be around people that are parasitic and or unpleasant, right? Absolutely. Let people know that you need, I'm hearing this very strongly, let people know that you need to decompress too, because we all are connected. We all have families. So when you walk through the door, if you're a little tired, just let them, hey, I need a moment. I need to decompress. I need to unwind from my day and take it easy. You know what I mean? So let's see also what's coming for you guys. Yes, stillness, time to reflect. Absolutely. Yep, you have a lot of celebratory energy coming up. Where you're in family. There's a lot of family units coming back together for the holidays, for Christmas time, for Thanksgiving, all these things. So there's, we are all connected. So what I said in my last read too, and I am going to do this when I'm engaged in larger groups and I feel like the energy can get supercharged. The people can drink too much, people can eat too much, people can say too much. And again, it's another time of magnified hopes, desires, and things that are coming for us because of Jupiter. It's giving us our gifts. But what it's also giving quite a few people is an exaggerated sense of self and situation. People are out and out lying and exaggerating because they want to be front and center in the attention arena. So what you have to do is sit back at that moment and go, okay, I'm just going to observe this. It's a bit of a farce. I'm not going to call them out. I don't need to make them feel less than or silly. I'm simply just going to let this occur and let it burn itself out for sure, because this is what you're aiming at. The Three of Cups, which is a joyous reunion with your family and friends and things like that. And again, I feel like a lot of you have love energy coming in towards you too. So I'm going to pull one of these. And I'm going to read from that too, because I love these. I'd like you to have a secondary one of these, because I feel like it's a big oracle time, because I feel with Jupiter coming in, there's a lot of messages that are trying to come through. And all we have to do is sit back and listen. So what I want you to do is really challenge your perceptions right now. Really see people with fresh new eyes when you're at that dinner table with people. Really watch and see if they have a behavior you haven't noticed before. Like, how do they use their napkin? How do they chew? Are they right-handed? Are they left-handed? Do they separate their food in little areas on their plate? Do they drink water with their meal? Do they drink anything with their meal? Do they like excess salt or pepper? Just notice it. Turn it into a little film. That's what I do when I want to really observe somebody closely. So the essential meaning is honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, a willingness to be transparent with clarity and communication. Yeah, when we tell the truth, and we consistently tell the truth, we have nothing to hide. We're completely on the up and up. We are true north. We know what's going on. We're only saying what is, right? We don't have anything that we have to backtrack and find out about, because we know we're all connected. We all want to share our stories. Don't get pulled into that bigger, better, over the top lack of truth telling, because everybody's engaged in a lot of exaggeration at this point. You know what I mean? That's fantastic. Let's see what your oh, follow your heart. Oh my God, he's on a surfboard. I love it, with an umbrella. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. When it seems like I'm taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. And that's you right now, realizing that life is a killer cool journey. You're taking fun breaks. You're taking in your surroundings, all those things. You're respecting your boundaries, so you have that time to yourself. You know, I also feel this group is going to have little or no altercations with anybody or conflicts, because they're just cruising through it. They're observing, they're stepping back in and reserving. They have a new sense of reality, balance, and patience, and you no longer want to participate in any of the little squabbles around you, which is beautiful, very beautiful exchanging gifts. And also be prepared to exchange gifts with people and accept them gracefully. I feel like people are going to be giving you physical gifts of things they have made and things they have purchased for you. There's nothing classier than to accept a gift with true, authentic joy. You know what I mean? The fact that somebody took the time to do something for you. I tell the universe all the time that I am grateful for the trees, for the animals, for the birds, for the air, for the fresh water, because I don't create these things, the universe does, right? Yet I'm giving them on a daily basis. So again, remember, thankfulness and gratitude goes such a long way. Absolutely. So let's see, that was, you guys, beautiful. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and press the little button down there that gives you the notifications, and all my links are below. It has all my stuff that you'd want to know, anything, my jewelry store, the Etsy store, Patreon, my private reads, all the rates, everything that you might need is down below. So thank you very much. Also, I'm going to pull a rune for you guys. I just got my runes in the mail. I was really excited. They're very small, but they crack me up because let me go through the bag and get them. They were deceptively larger in the photograph, but I love amethyst, and I do believe that it was my mom's favorite stone. I feel very connected to it. I find it super beautiful. But like when they came, I was like, oh, look at them. They look like little pebbles, but I wasn't like let down so much as I was like, I thought they were like big slabs. I don't know exactly how that, hold on, let me find my thing for these. Do 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 do. You just grab them, and it's funny, there were a couple of them that actually had some. Oh, I gotta check the time on this too, because it can run out very quickly. Okay, so this is called Kunaz, or fire. This is fire and knowledge. Right here. I feel like quite a few of you. Look how little they are. They're cute though, right? You're going to gain a fire for wanting some knowledge. You're going to want to know why things are the way they are. Metaphysically, I feel like there's all kinds of things, health, all those things. You're going to want to expand your horizons on that. So do it. Anytime you get an impulse to learn about anything, go do it. That's you guys for sure. And that's Kunaz, or fire knowledge. Fire and knowledge. You know, every day I bust out some research of one form or another, because I'm forever curious, and I love the fact that the longest living people in the world are ones that have continual knowledge. There's a big enclave of nuns that live in the mountains, and they're all 90, 100 and above, because they have an enormous library, and they're craftsmen and all these things, and they have creativity and knowledge, and they never stop learning. That's one of the biggest things to keep our brains alive. It stops Alzheimer's. It gives us a joie de vivre for our life, right? Wonderful, you guys. So yeah, never stop trying to learn too. So blessed. Let's see what's going on with that. And again, when I'm talking about fantasies, I'm talking about our wildest dreams. There's no reason that we can't say what I want is on the way. It can be anything. And it's not like, oh, I'm getting greedy. I want money. I want love. I want this. I want that. No, it's all the good things that are already available in the world. And I feel like when you start with loving yourself, all those other things flow to you. When you know you're enough and you're worthy, that clears those blockages. Boom, blockages cleared. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. The Star. Beautiful. And 7 of Pentacles. Lovely. I love this energy so much. So what I'm getting in the messages right now is that you are putting in the work, but you're also getting angelic help. You're letting go of the old, and it's making you stronger and stronger, because your heart chakra is opening. You're vigilant to who you let in your area and around you. Again, you don't want anyone sapping you. You're only staying with those super supportive tribe members. You have your big picture ready. I keep hearing big picture ready. You're not being swallowed up in the small details. You're just building your bower. You're building you're building your fortress. You're getting it together. You're dreaming big. Your fantasy is that you are a settled, patient, spiritual individual who then knows that the gifts in abundance are constantly flowing. You're not materialistic by any means, but you know when when financial abundance comes, you then have your choice of whatever you'd like your abode to be, whether you'd like to be a humble yurt out in the desert or a cliffside mansion, you can have it. That's your fantasy. You're going for it because you know how to gather your money. You have an energetic, magnetic personality right now. People are very compelled to be around you. I feel like you nourish your soul. You help them. They feel like you pepper the conversation with cool anecdotes, and you're fun to be around, and they really like you. And you're very free and accepting of everything too. You know what I mean? And right now you're going to know the difference of need and necessity. You're not going to be hanging on to extra things. You're going to be doing a mental clearance as well as a physical clearance. Very, very important. So let's see what your affirmation cards is. Oh, friendliness. I feel this very strongly about this group. You're very charismatic. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today, I'll remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away a grin, and I'll grin like crazy. No, pinch money also works. Yeah. Have you ever done that? Like, I've seen people's faces transform when I've smiled at them. If I've been, I don't know where, it could be anywhere, the bank, the post office, the mall. There usually lines make people impatient or a little crazy, and they're not the friendliness in that. So like if I see somebody looking like they're not having a great time, or they're looking at their phone and they've read some message that make them really nervous. Like I remember one time just being in it was like a Home Goods, and this guy had just gotten off the phone, and obviously somebody in his company was doing some weird stuff, and his face was so tight and he looked so angry, and I just had a genuine smile because Hagen was looking at some crazy stuff he wanted to buy and making faces, and his smile was contagious. I then smiled at this guy, and he had an absolute 100% genuine warm smile of relief that, oh my God, it's not that bad. Because that's what happens, right? We have to snap out of that, and you're very good at helping people do that. I love that. And I'm going to pull another card for you guys in terms of this, because I love these. Let's see what this is. A leg up. Let's see. Yes, 34. I'm really drawn to this book. I've had this for a while, and I rarely use these cards. When I first got them, I use them all the time. And it's funny, I have a library, so I like to have some very close by, and then I tuck some away so they're kind of out of sight for a while. And these are so beautiful, and some of the writing is profound and lovely. So the essential meaning is receiving help and delegating authority, your interdependence. You've come to a point where going it alone is not really is not optimal for you. Life is a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, so they can give you a leg up during the next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. That's beautiful. I feel that happening. I feel like in the home front, if you have a big labor-intensive day in terms of laundry and all that stuff, your family's going to start to pitch in because you're not whining about it. They shut down and shut off when that happens. Instead of they just automatically see that you're fatigued or you might need help, and they'll start to pitch in, stuff like that. People in your office want to help with your workload. You become a very good delegator. You're very well-spoken when it comes to needing some help. You know what I mean? There's no whinging or whining. You're very strong in how you're respecting others' time as well as yourself. And this moment we do that, we respect other people's times and boundaries, they begin to respect ours. So you have that down in aces. That's beautiful, you guys. I really, really like that for you. Yeah, and you have some sound business practices coming up that are going to do really, really well. Yeah. I see also you're starting to see signs, see things as opportunities where before they might have seemed like a hindrance. You're seeing them as opportunities, which is wonderful. So, wow, very good. So that was you guys being blessed. I'm also going to read your blessed thing because I don't believe I did that. I started racing around like a crazy person. Yeah, I get a little distracted when I have tons of decks right in front of me and tons of books. So when I do that, because I like to just read through the books. I love the sentiments in them, especially the fairy book, and I could just read them all day. So the essential meaning of blessed is something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Is an unforeseen gift from spirit coming. There are moments in life when out of the blue it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. That's beautiful. I do. I feel like a barrage of wonderful things are approaching, and you're going to be grateful for, so they're going to be enhanced even more, and more blessings are coming your way because you're thankful for it. Gratitude is a huge accelerator of more and more. Like attracts like, absolutely 100%. Okay, I'm just going to put that on ones I've already read so I don't get distracted. So loyal heart, let's see what that's all about. I like that. I feel a lot of you, this group, I'm already hearing in terms of your fantasy of being your wildest dreams, that love is starting to flow in very easily, and it's effortless how you create the space for these people coming in, their family, their friends, their lovers, and it's going to happen with ease. Before, like I said with the other one, what seemed to be obstacles and hardships is now it just flows with ease. It just comes to you. There's no more struggle. Part of that is your cord cutting of stuff you no longer need or want. You really know now, what do you really need or want in your life? What you don't really need or want, you're just letting go. You're letting it fall away. You're releasing it. You know what I mean? No regrets. You're trying to create the perfect environment so your magnetic qualities can pull in those things that you want. A lot of you are just, you don't need to be challenged by people that don't suit you or don't help you in the ways they should anyway. And also conditions. You're not going to settle for lesser. You know what I mean? You know that you're trying to nourish your soul and feed your heart, so you don't need any of this garbage in there. So loyal heart is about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you in turn will commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. Yeah, this one I see a lot of people that were concerned about commitment issues with significant others. That's now going to be clarified within the next 2 months, 8 weeks. It is. You're going to have engagements. Some of you that are hovering right on that precipice. A lot of you guys are going to have people that you thought maybe you weren't their singular focus. They're going to let it be known that you are. People that have romantic interest to you are going to declare for you and ask you out. There's a lot of doors opening where it used to be fear-based, people are no longer participating on that level. You know what I mean? It's just they have a lot of clarity. There's no more fear involved in it. Oh yeah, justice. See, that's part of it. They're being fair to themselves and others, and you're being fair to yourselves and others. So that's why you're drawing to them. Yeah, because you went in a restful state. So it's completely about resting your heart and mind so you can gain clarity. 100%. And again, that's why your king is coming in, your queen is coming in. The person that is of high value, that is respectful, loving, and a loyal heart, they are coming to you because you deserve it. It is your karmic reward. You've waited, you've been patient, and one of your highest fantasies and your perfect thing is to have a deep, abiding love with somebody else who is respectful, loving, and on your level, and you can communicate with well. And they're right there, which is wonderful. Oh, so this is your cute little card. Generosity. I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around. And that key is to allow you to keep going around and around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. 100%, right? I believe at some points at my work, I started this give and go thing, and we all started doing nice things for each other on our breaks. We would get each other sodas. Like, I love the dishwashers and all those guys. I would go get them sodas and bring them up a pop when I was on my break, and they were so cute. At first I was like, oh, Melanie, my friend. Then I was Melanie, their queen, when I upped them to the really yummy organic sodas, and it was so funny. Oh, my queen is here, and we laughed. They were beautiful Haitian men, and I love them. And that's what it's about: generosity, letting people know you respect and love them, and you're happy they're here on earth with you, right? Why not? And it's always those people that are so easily dismissed or forgotten. It's like, why should anybody ever feel like they're invisible? That pains me the greatest when I walk into a room and I see somebody that is either trying to make themselves invisible or whatever. So use your generosity of heart too to smile at them and let them know, hey, you're not invisible. Here's a little treat. A little rabbit giving him something. Oh my God. So cute. And I'm going to pull one more of these because I was doing this for people. It's so cute. To be fair. Yeah, I'm like so into the Oracle book right now of this. I feel like it's just very substantial with its messages that are a quick one-off, but it's a really like hey moment, right? It's a really thinking moment. To be fair. And you know what's funny? It has, as many times as I used this in the beginning and like ages ago, I don't think I've ever pulled this card because it's not ringing a bell. I always had my own interpretation when I pulled it out, of how the read was going and how it pertained to them. But for this moment, I really like, what number is that? 38. For it to have the feel verbatim what the author is saying, because some of them, it's like there's beautiful messages delivered that sometimes they can phrase it in the perfect way. You know what I mean? That's going to be my biggest challenge with me and Elaine's oracle cards, is because her art is so profound, to really have it match the idea and the feeling. So to be fair, the message is balance, justice, and a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. The oracle's message is life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from stasis, from doing to discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So even if we feel like we're in a state of jeopardy, like our health, our balance, our mental capacity, like we just can't even take it anymore, know that that pendulum swings back, and then we're in balance, and then we're on a high again, right? We have people approaching us, loving us. We are getting our karmic rewards. We are getting our rest period. We have people being generous to us, and we are being generous to them. We have a beautiful love match coming in, a very high value person that respects and loves us. All that stuff, that swathe of beauty that is here. I love that. And this isn't like some greasy magician coming in all Chris Angel style. This is like gorgeous. This is like Benedict Cumberbatch. I feel very tall. I'm hearing like tall, English, Irish, Scottish, beautiful, beautiful carriage, lovely hands, deep, melodic, honey voice, all those things. Ooh, this group is looky. So that was Loyal Heart. So next we're going to move on to the Fates. So if you guys are checking out, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and hit the little bell down there, ding, 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 so you get all the notifications. And down below where that little gray arrow is all my links to private reads, all my rates, the Etsy stores, all that stuff, and all that jazz. Okay, oh wait. Yeah, we'll do that after. I need to get bigger runes before I use them again, because they really are taxing to even find this symbol on them. So let me see what's going on with the Fates. Let's see what the book has on. Again, this is all about our deepest fantasy, our deepest desires. There's no reason that we shouldn't have them as soon as we want them. You know what I mean? What I want is on the way. What I want is here. You know what I mean? It's already existing. We are never going to be in a state of wanting or not having, because that energy permeates the air and the energy, right? We just want to know. Now we just sit back, and it's weird that things manifest to you faster after you let it go and you just forget about it, right? You let the energy is already out there being put into place. We have no desperation. We have no time frame. We just let it happen. The Fates, essential messages. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The oracle's message is the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature and by your past experiences. They may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. 100%. That's why I don't question pitfalls. That's why I don't question roadblocks. I simply turn on my GPS to navigate in a better direction. It might mean our choices we made weren't the wisest. We're newbies at a lot of things. When I try to go down a road of discovery and research and stuff like quantum physics and stuff like that I don't grasp easily, but I want to know about it, I hit a ton of roadblocks. I'm not a mathematical mind, but yet I want to know. So there's other ways I can navigate that. So when you're searching out something, just let your guides know, let source know, please aid me in this mission. Please help me out. They will give you messages. They will, and it'll reach us subconsciously. It'll reach us in our dreams. It'll reach us through animals. It will slowly seep in. It will 100%. And again, I feel with this group right now, I keep hearing I'm having, be careful of your knees. I'm hearing knee pain. I'm feeling knee pain right now. So be careful of your knees, people. Please comment if you're having a knee issue, because right now my knee, and sometimes my messages come clairaudient, but every once in a while I have almost like I can feel pain through stuff. There's some of you too, some of you get a little nervous when I hit on every last topic that you're thinking or is happening to you. Never be scared, because some of you resonate that energy a lot higher, and it's also the law of averages too. Of course, if I mention 8 things, there'll be 1 in 10,000 people out there that are experiencing all that. It's never to be like scared or anything. It's simply that you're really resonating this hope for this. Your energy is higher, so I connect with it. That's why, and a lot of times, people say just take what resonates, because it's a collective, it's a group of people. That's why I frequently have pick a card reads, because I try to segment up the collective so it's smaller and it's a different perspective as well. But again, you guys, yeah, be careful of your knees. Some of you, look at this: Queen of Cups, 4 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. Beautiful. Don't get overwhelmed by choice. That's a big message I'm feeling right now. I feel like a lot of you are getting psyched up for the holiday season. You have a lot of things you want to happen. You want beautiful creativity. You want all these things. You want great craftsmanship. You want to give out great gifts. You want to make things. But slow down and realize you are one person. That is you. 4 of Wands. Build it slowly, build it together, build it in balance, build it with a perspective. You know what I mean? I used to have this all the time years and years ago, because I create things, and most of my things are homemade for people with my jewelry. Oh, this person will love this stone. I'd go out of my way to find the perfect stone. This is 1 out of like 100 people I'd be doing this for, because I would do it for all my coworkers, all my friends, and I'd burn myself out. And I just realized, hey, I'm a human being. Yes, I like to do this, but you're not going crazy. Like I said the other day, I went on eBay and I probably purchased 90% of my gifts that I want to give out, because I put bids on beautiful works of art, beautiful things. It would take me forever to silversmith this stuff, but I want these things for people that I know love these stones, and I simply would not have the time to do all this and gather all this stuff. But now they're going to have lovely things that I know they'll love, and they'll be digging it. Fine style. So Queen of Cups, again, you guys, you have some love offers coming. Those of you that your deepest fantasy and wishes are a very unique love coming. I feel, you know that movie, I forget what it is. It's got, you guys, oh, forget it. I'm just going to give up. But it's Jim Carrey and the cool Titanic lady who I love too, Kate Winslet. She has blue hair, and they meet, but they had their minds erased or something. It's like that. You're going to have these very unique experiences with people. They're going to be really cool and jazzy and earthy and fun and gypsy-like and really neat, and some Johnny Depp style dudes, but not totally drunk and out there, but really cool looking guys. I see very, people you'd see at Burning Man, that sort of thing, because it's like what you're asking yourself right now is, what do I really need or want in this life? And you're letting the things you don't need fall away. You are having a new, higher, queenly perspective. You're not going to accept anything less than what you want. You don't want clutter. You don't want a clutter of people. You're letting go of this over calculation, this overachiever, this do, acquire, fear of missing out. You're letting go of that, because it's in the center of you being balanced together and building your queenly mission. That's a thing of the past that you're now overcoming, because you're like, wow, I need to respect my boundaries with others and myself, how far I can push myself. Why am I pushing? There's so many fantastic opportunities just falling into your lap. Just let them occur. Let them just happen. You're asking yourself, what do I really need in my life? You know what I mean? Boom, time to cut some cords. Sayonara, you're saying to a lot of people. Again, bing, bang, bang, bye, bitches. You have a couple people on there, and I feel them. They're in your periphery. They're judgmental. They're annoying the shit out of you. I can feel that for a lot of you. That's what created this. Should I stay? Should I go? These people need me, but they're whiny, whinger, gloomy, and doomy people, and you don't. Get the big picture. The big picture is who gives you balance, love, and stay with your supportive tribe. So bye-bye to all the whingy whiners, gloominess, doom, Debbie Downers, because they're out there and they feed on each other's negative energy, so it almost is palpable. You don't need that anymore. You need your balance, and you need your throne so you can sit pretty. You're energetic. You're magnetic to people right now. You're having great courage where before you might have been fearful. You're saying what you want to say. Yeah, you're that song. What the hell? She's my favorite singer, and I can't even think of her name. She sings, I Want to See You Be Brave. Something that's not Borealis, but you know how I get those blocks. Sarah Bareilles. I love her. She's one of my favorite singers after Florence and the Machine. The best. Florence and the Machine, Pink, and Sarah. If I only had them in my life, I'd be fine. So your new thing is getting centered. Also, let me know if you've ever heard that song, I Want to See You Be Brave, and if you have seen that video. If you have not seen Sarah Bareilles' I Want to See You Be Brave, you have to see it. It's so beautiful. People just start dancing with her. I cry every time I see it. Okay, so get centered. When it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and I return to my center. In my center, I have wisdom and tranquility of favorite animal, fill in the blank, elephant, fish, whatever, holding a magical item, floating through space on a piece of furniture, fill in that blank. Remember Mad Libs? Like, that used to be the funnest things. Me and my corny ass brothers used to do those and just get so into it, and it was hilarious. So I'm going to pull one more of these cards for you. Poised, because I feel like there's massive energy just that it is just charging toward you, and it's giving you, I feel like it's like those 7 graces. Here you go, you need love, boom, here you go, you need a raise, here you go, you need a good job, here you go, here you need this really fantastic grade on this exam, here you go, oh, you need this love connection, here you go. That it is just pouring on this. I feel like this is a super lucky group, and again with Jupiter and Saturn, it is absurdly gift giving, and you're being receptive again because you're showing gratitude. That's really all you need, is to know what I want is on the way and gratitude. So guess what? That you're already on the top tier of receptivity when you're there, right? I love that. And you're poised for success. You're just ready. The essential meanings is be ready, bringing something to light, being at your best. You're confident. The oracle's message is you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People are responding to your confidence, and they trust you. This is an auspicious time to do new things. Absolutely. I tell you, when I know I got to go in with the big guns, and I was dealing with the university after what happened in Tiananmen Square, and I knew I'd had to go into the friggin' embassy, and I knew I had to persuade Pepsi to give us 5,000 friggin' cases of soda, all that stuff. I was 19, and I'm like, that's it. I have to get my power voice. I have to have, I have to be poised and ready. Confidence is unbelievable. It will get you what you want. I'm not saying you ever have to be pushy, bitchy, or any of those things. You just act as if. Act as if it's already with you. What you want is on the way, and it does. It materializes, and you're ready for this. And you're voicing yourself in a very reasonable, calm way, and it's just flowing to you. It's very beautiful. So I'm excited for you guys. Woo! Awesome. So let it rain. Let it rain all these treasures. Beautiful. Yeah. All right, you guys. Love and light. Don't forget to press the like and subscribe button if you're new. Also the bell so you get all the notifications down below. And this is everybody. If you're still here, know your power. All my links are down below if you guys need a private read, because you're going to start to elevate. You're building these building blocks. Sometimes you get a little bit of vertigo because it starts moving fast, and you're like, whoa. First thing that happens when we get a lot of what we want, we're afraid we're going to lose them, or that momentum is going to dip. I'm here to help you out with that, because when that even happened to me, I was like, whoa, man, I don't want to lose this feeling, this perpetual motion, this bliss, all this stuff. So again, know your power, stand in your power. You're beautiful, you're poised, you're ready for success, and it is on its way. Woo!